Let's break it down right now. Our college football playoff field with these 12 teams. I'm so fired up even saying this out loud. This is how it's going to look. All right, we'll go with first round, kind of give you our matchups. We'll tell you who has the buys, and we'll break down our predictions and tell you who's winning the whole freaking thing in 2025. So if you want to have the script to the 2025 season, this is it right here. College Football Sickos, again, call to action. Make sure you are subscribed. For those of y'all watching the one-off clip right now, appreciate y'all for that. You get a little rematch in that first round with Georgia playing Alabama in Athens. Okay, so the second time Bama will have gone to Athens during the 2025 season. You'll have Oregon playing James Madison in that 5-12 matchup in the first round. You'll have A&M and Baylor, a little battle of the Brazos, all right, in that 7-10 matchup out there in College Station. Then you'll have Penn State and Notre Dame in the first round out there. And then your teams with the bye are LSU, Texas, Ohio State, Clemson. All right, so let's break it down. We'll start with the left side of the bracket, work our way around, and this fires me up so much. Let's go game by game here. So Georgia goes and they welcome Bama in that first round. Like I said, second time they play them in Athens. I think Georgia gets them the first time. I think it's tough to beat Kalen DeBoer 2 times in 1 year. I think that defense for Bama is going to be the difference. So I think Alabama beats Georgia in their second round of the entire season, in the first round of the college football playoff, sets up a Bama-LSU game, which we'll revisit in a second. Moving down to the other first round matchup, Oregon and JMU. I love JMU. I just told you I love Bobby Chesney if you're watching the full-length show. I just think the talent of Oregon, the unfinished business nature of Oregon, I think they get a win in that first round. Famous last words, just assuming the better roster wins, but I'm going to go ahead and say Oregon beats JMU in that first round matchup. Other first round matchup, I told you, Battle of the Brazos, old Big 12 game, Baylor and A&M. This will be a fun one, man. Emotions will be high. These teams got history. It'll be a good time. These logos have history. Man, I think Sawyer Robertson finds a way. I really do. I think that the continuity under Dave Aranda is a big difference here. I think the maturity of that football team is a big difference here. A&M returns a lot of production as well. They bring back Marshall Reed as well. They have a lot to like about them. I think that Baylor and the fact that Dave Aranda will have some time to game plan, I think it's going to give Baylor the edge. I think they beat A&M in that first round of the college football playoff. Then Penn State, Notre Dame. This is a rematch from last year's semis. Penn State's the more veteran team here, more experienced quarterback here. I think that they get their third college football playoff win under James Franklin. Very quietly, third college football playoff win for the guy that can't win big games. Funny how that works. They go ahead and advance. So that sets up these matchups here in the next round. LSU and Bama. I told you, I think it's tough to beat Kalen DeBoer twice, but I think Brian Kelly does it. All right. The reason being, I just think LSU and their offense is going to have some buzzsaw tendencies to them. I think the firepower is going to be a lot. I think that the fact you got to play Georgia in the first round, too, is going to take something out of you if you're Bama, even when you win that football game. So I'll take LSU to advance to the semis and beat Alabama. Then you're going to have Oregon playing Texas in the next round of the college football playoff, or in this round of the college football playoff, I should say, after they beat JMU, Texas getting the bye. Remember, I told you, Oregon didn't have momentum last year. They weren't in rhythm last year. Not the case this year. I promise you, if there's one thing that is true of Dan Lanning, he's a fixer, he's an adapter. Texas is deep. Texas is talented. I think Oregon beats Texas. I think that they make good on what their mistakes were a year ago in this game, in this same position, the second round of the college football playoff, where they had to bye the first round. I think they take that momentum, and I think that they take their first-year quarterback, and they beat the Texas' first-year quarterback, and they advance to the semis, setting up LSU, Oregon on that side of the bracket. Now, Baylor's going to play Ohio State. I think at this point now, Julian Sayin will be in year 2 mode. Will already have a full year under his belt of 12 games, have a conference title under his belt. Jeremiah Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, Jeremiah Smith, is rocking and rolling. He's running hot. I just think Ohio State has some juice, and they're a team in this spot where they're propelled from their success from the part of the season that's now in the rear view with the Big Ten championship. I think the confidence for that team will be a big deal, and the leadership keeps them from losing that game. I think they beat Baylor and advance to the semis as well. Then you have Clemson and Penn State. Well, Tom Allen Bowl, huh? Tom Allen against his former team in Penn State. I think that Tom Allen's going to have something cooked up for Drew Aller. I really do. I think that the experience of Clemson is too much here. I think Clemson beats Penn State, and they advance to the semis. So take a look at this now. Our semifinals, our final four teams, if you will. LSU playing Oregon, Ohio State playing Clemson. This is going to be so. Obviously, this is definitely going to happen, so I'm glad that y'all are tuned in and getting the early jump on what next year is going to be. But these games in and of themselves, these matchups, the storylines here would be just electric. Like LSU and Oregon, two teams that have been pushing to make it to the top of the mountain for a minute here, and now they're both on the doorstep of playing for a national championship. Ohio State and Clemson, a throwback of sorts to previous college football semifinal games we used to get. Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence going back and forth. Like, this is going to be awesome. For LSU and Oregon, I think that at this point, again, LSU, I expect a ton of momentum, a ton of confidence. Those portal pieces will have gelled. As much as I like Oregon, they still have some new pieces, and this will be the most pressure they've been under. Same thing for LSU, but I think they will have a little more seasoning to them in this position. With the returning quarterback in Garrett Nussmeier, I'll take LSU to beat Oregon and play for a national championship. Now, who do they see? I think for Ohio State, as much as I love Clemson, I think Ohio State has a touch more firepower, man. I do. And now Clemson's got good receivers. Don't get it twisted with Wesco and Moore. I've told you all about them. I'm a big fan of their work and how they hustle. But, man, like Ryan Day and the leadership that they have, I think that there's some real composure to this football team. It's projecting to the month of January now, but I think there'll be some composure about this football team with a Ryan Day, a Sonny Styles, a Caleb Downs, a Jeremiah Smith. I think them having been in a position like this before will elevate them. I think they'll beat Clemson. So, it means you got LSU and Ohio State playing for a national championship, the Joe Burrow Bowl, if you will. I told you earlier in the show, I love everything about Ohio State, even contrary to what they lost. I think that the composure, what I just told you, is going to be a big factor in the making this game. But it's just got that feeling to me, man. It's just got that feeling to me. Kind of a Cajun feel to it. Kind of a Baton Rouge vibe, if you will. So, in the national title game, I'm rolling with the Popeyes of college football. Louisiana's Kitchen, Louisiana's football team. I'm taking LSU, just like I'm taking the spicy sandwich. They're going to be running hot. It's going to be a good deal. I'm going to go ahead and take Garrett Nussmeier to find a way to get it done. Win the national championship. Brian Kelly, no more talking about what he couldn't do, what he shouldn't do, all this, that, and the national championship. Brian Kelly, put that ring on your finger. Spiced chicken sandwich, down my gullet. LSU. National champs. This is good, man. Louisiana's Kitchen. Just like Popeyes, man. It may not be what you ordered with how it looks. It may not be perfect. It may not be 11-1 like I drew it up. But at the end of the day, you got a dude pulling the trigger you should trust, that you do trust, that I trust. Just feels like the year, man. LSU, your 2025 national champions. Again, let us know your issues with this. 629-888-3931. Leave us a somewhat efficient voicemail. Keep it under like 30 seconds if you can. But, man, again, this is the time of the year where we can actually look down the barrel of the season, call our shot, and then know that in a matter of weeks, the college football season will start. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing.